How's everybody doing today? This is Chuck from Mining with Uncle Chuck. I hope you're well. Today's video, we are going to talk everything IceRiver Kaspa miner related, from the KS0 Pro to the KS3. We're going to look at specs, probability, because we have a number of them now. Is it even worth you spending your money at this stage of the game where everything is at with Kaspa? Well, hang in, we'll dive in. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about first the IceRiver ASIC miners that we have between both of our buildings, and what better place to start than Uncle Chuck's jank flow. Yes, if you saw a video I did a few weeks ago, this is my Overclock KS0 Pro. I have another one down here that I just got recently. It's not overclocked, it's just a standard with the standard firmware. Up top on the rack, I have two of the KS1s, kind of pre-November batch, so no stickers on here. We do have the IceRiver KS3L with that modified control board, and then we'll head into the mining room here. Now I got the mining room all cleaned out here and need to get some more miners in, but we do have an IceRiver KS3, KS3M, and another KS3M. I'm gonna get out of here. And you know what? I have got another miner that's just come in, but we will open this up another day. This is a KS2, and I'm gonna kind of do that red panda mining thing and kind of snap to our other building. So we're at my other building now, and we have mostly BTC, LTC, and a few other things, but a couple Kaspa miners. We have got an IceRiver KS1, and I'll just kind of head down this ladder here quickly. And one over here, we have got an IceRiver KS2. So I'll do that red panda thing again and head back to the other building. Okay, we're back. So what I'm gonna do is head to the desktop real quick, and we'll take a look at each of the IceRiver models. We'll look at probability specs, as I already mentioned, and I'll kind of give you the real world of mining Kaspa right now and whether or not you should think about buying one of these at all. All right, let's do it.
One of the best places I thought I'd start today was at a website called Mine the ASIC. Now, this is a great resource if you're looking at getting into mining, because it has all of the current ASIC miners that are out there, from the most profitable at the top down to the least profitable. Other resources, you can take a look at efficiency. You can type in your electrical rate if you know where that's at, and it'll give you an idea, or a much closer idea, of whether or not this might be something for you. First and foremost, if you're thinking about getting into things, you need to think about where you mining. Are you setting up at home, your office, and your electrical cost? If you have some ridiculously high price that you're paying, don't even think about it, in all honesty. But there's some things that you can also look at as an example. If you own a business like myself, you can look at, if you're purchasing your hardware, maybe you can offset some of that cost against your business. Maybe you can write the electrical off against your business and save maybe some tax incentive against profits from your business. So for us, we're all on the books, and it makes sense. One of the things you're going to hear all the time is people saying, oh, it's way better just to go out and buy the coin. And you know what? There's a lot of validity to that. There really is. But you have to take a look at that electrical cost and your personal situation. And again, this isn't financial advice. I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, but mining for us has made sense in kind of tying and working along with our businesses. So we're going to move on and take a look at the IceRiver miners. So here we have all of the current IceRiver production miners next to the IceRiver KS0. It's no longer in production. It was replaced by the KS0 Pro, and we're going to start there. So the IceRiver KS0 Pro is kind of that entry-level get into Kaspa ASIC mining. Factory specs, about 100 watts at the wall, give or take. 200 gigahash, depending on Silicon Lottery, you might be above that. They're telling us about $1.65 after electrical, based on 10 cents a kilowatt. Now, you can overclock these things, and I've done a video on that. I'll put a link down below, and it'll walk you through that and where you can purchase the overclocks if that's something that you're interested in. But you will have to upgrade that power supply and cooling shipping will be an issue, so you will have to make sure that you keep this thing cool. But all in all, these have been a real solid little miner. So if you want to purchase one of these, you can use a trusted reseller, somebody like a Crypto Miner Bros. They've got them in stock, $749, and that is including shipping to your door. Let's look at end of January. You save a few bucks, $629. Now you might be able to shop around and find them cheaper, but again, I'm just using Crypto Miner Bros as a trusted reseller. Now the next one on the list is the IceRiver KS1. We'll look at the factory specs real quick. Approximately 600 watts at the wall and 1 terahash. Now, based on the factory firmware, they're telling us $8.09 a day profit, and again, 10 cents a kilowatt. Now, there are free overclocks available for this. If you flash the free overclocks, you're looking at about 1.2 terahash. Now, I went with Tswift's paid overclocks. I did a video on that. I will post that down below as well. And we're sitting at over 1.6 terahash. So your probability is going to go up substantially. Now, if you're going to purchase one of these today, you're looking at $2,549 delivered to your door. Now, the next miner in the IceRiver family is the KS2. Real quickly on the factory specs, 1,200 watts at the wall and approximately 2 terahash. They're telling us $16.59 after electrical, again, based on that 10 cents a kilowatt. Now, there are free overclocks available and paid overclocks available for this miner. And the known issue with the free overclocks is with the November batch. They're just not working properly. I did a video on this, and the unit I got, I didn't have any issues with the free overclocks. And I'm sitting on the one unit anyway, approximately 2.65, 2.68 terahash, which I've been very happy with. I got a second unit, a December batch, no issue with the free overclocks. If you want to purchase one of these today, you're looking at $4,199. Yes, I've seen them a little cheaper than this, around $38.99, but again, without shipping, so you're splitting short hairs. Now, the next miner we have is the KS3M. Factory specs, approximately 3,400 watts at the wall and 6 terahash. Now, this is the one miner out of the IceRiver family where there isn't paid or free overclocks available. Now, I know there's been a bunch of chatter online about paid overclocks, but I talked to Tswift a few weeks ago, and he told me there's no safe way to overclock the KS3M. So what you get hash rate wise is what you get. So based on that, with the factory firmware, they're telling us $50.21 after electrical, again, based on that 10 cents a kilowatt. Now, I did a video on this miner as well. I'll post that link down below. If you're looking at purchasing a KS3M today, you're looking at $8,999. So now we get to the last miner in the IceRiver family, which is the KS3. Factory specs, approximately 3,200 watts at the wall. And this miner, there are paid overclocks available for it. I do have them, haven't had a chance to flash it. The miner is up and running. We're sitting at approximately 8.1 terahash, just over that with the factory firmware. I'm getting ready. I'm going to be going away for a few weeks, so I got another video kind of shot that I'll release and maybe try to do something while I'm away. But when I return, I am going to do a video on the paid overclocks, flashing, and including, I do have the Fruition design, the actual shroud kit, and the AC Infinity fan. So all in all, you've got a lot to think about and other things that are going to factor into your decision. So more than just dollar per hash rate, we're looking at efficiency, which is important. Today's date, January 5th, Kaspa is sitting at 0.1063. We're over on CoinMarketCap, and this is kind of a last year or so in review. And Kaspa's been on a tear. Now, we have seen it slide over the last couple weeks or so. I believe this is a correction. I mean, it'd be great to see this thing skyrocket and reach all-time highs every day. It's just not possible. One of the other things that we need to talk about is the Kaspa emission schedule. What does that mean specifically? Well, unlike other cryptos such as Bitcoin and Litecoin that have traditional halvings every 4 years, which cuts the miner rewards in half, Kaspa's emission schedule does it gradually over time. So every month we see less and less miner rewards. Now, lastly, we need to take a look at the Kaspa network hash rate. Today, we're sitting at 134.12 petahash, and it has been on a steady climb all year, obviously with the probability of mining Kaspa. But you know what? You have to factor in all of these things. Now, I didn't want to make this an epic video today, and that's why I've included the links down below in the description on all the prior videos I've done on each of these IceRiver Kaspa miners, because I go into more detail with profitability and give you kind of my opinion of each of those miners. So to sum things up today, what are we looking at? Well, these are all our current production miners. We've got our hash rates, our power consumption at the wall, rough profitability, and again, this isn't factoring in any overclocks, kind of pricing and ROI. Now, if you're thinking about ROI getting into these things, this is very difficult to kind of calculate with the ups and downs of anything crypto or anything mining. So this is just a rough idea. So based on this, we're seeing our KS3M at about 150 days as far as ROI, based on everything as we see today. Now, again, your prices could be different than this, but if I had to buy one miner, this is all comes down to what's right for you in your pocketbook. But the KS3M, I think it's a great overall miner. I think all the miners are great, but you have to factor in what's best for you, your price, and whether this makes sense in general. That's it for today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you ever have any questions, make sure you comment down below or reach out to me direct. Peace out.